Hi there, this is Sayed. I'm the founder and CEO of GrowSnap AI. So in this video, we're going to talk about the advanced scheduling and cancellation prevention system. So for many schools, administrators, managing students, schedules is a constant stress, missed lessons, last minute changes, and double booking. So GrowSnap with the advanced scheduling and cancellation prevention system solves this problem and automate the complete system for you. So let's get into this video, and I'm going to talk about how this entire system works for both the growth plan and the premium plan users. So the first thing is how we're going to add students in the system. So this is the onboarding form you see on the screen right now. So as soon as a parent or student enrolls into the music system, so we're gonna send them this form, and this is completely customizable. So whatever the details you need to add into this form, you can add them here. So this is just a basic form for now, but it asks all the required details. So as soon as they fill up this form, the system itself creates a record, a contact record in the system, and that's how it automatically adds the students whenever they submit a form like the onboarding form. So the next step is how we are going to schedule lessons for them. So we have a system in place for that as well. So first, let's talk about this AI automation workflow. So this workflow, what it does is, so let's say we need to get the availability for the next week from instructors. So this workflow, will trigger in advance. Let's say if an instructor needs to update his availability for the next week, so this will start triggering before 3 days or before 5 days. It is again completely customizable, and you can customize it as per your requirement. But this particular workflow, I've updated it like it will start asking them to update their availability in the system before 3 days, and then after one day it will follow up again, and then after one day it will follow up again, and then before the deadline, like before 4 hours of the deadline, it will follow up again with them. So this makes sure any instructor in your school will update his or her availability for the upcoming lesson in advance. So this gives us, the system and the entire management flexibility to run the other automations, and that way, nobody, gets double work or any manual work. So yeah, so let's say the instructor updates the availability. So what is the next step? So next step is this calendar settings. So let's open this calendar. So once the instructor gets the link to update the availability, so it will direct the instructor to this page where he or she can update the availability, and by going here. So whatever the classes are there, like all 5 days a week. So based on the school's availability and the instructor's availability, this form will get updated. Okay, so we're gonna come to the form and the payment settings a bit later. So let's just jump on to the next step. So the next step is, so once the instructor updates his availability, this next workflow, the AI automation, will trigger reminders or and send automated SMS, WhatsApp message, email, or a phone call. So whatever the preferred method of communication, the student or parent opt in while filling up the onboarding form. Based on their preferred method of communication, this workflow triggers them a reminder to update or schedule their lessons for the next week or whatever the next period is. And again, this workflow is it's not just going to just send them just one reminder and sit back there. This will make sure before the class, like before 4 hours of the class starting time, this will keep reminding them. So the first reminder they will send like 1 day before, and then 12 hours, and then 4 hours. Again, this is completely customizable. So based on your business requirement, you can add the reminders accordingly. So once a parent or a student schedules his classes, then what is the next step? So the next step here is this workflow, this AI automation workflow will trigger. So this makes sure a all the reminders to the classes will go and make sure there will not be any no shows, and this will continue to remind them. So let me just zoom it a bit. Okay, so this will start 48 hours before the appointment start time. The first, obviously, as soon as they book, lessons, it will send them the confirmation message, again based on their preferred communication method, and then it will send them a reminder 48 hours before the appointment or the class start time, and then 24 hours. It will add like a 24 hours countdown for the cancellation fee, and we will talk about that by the way. And then it will continue, and then it will remind them again 1 hour before, and then it will remind both the instructor and the student 1 hour before the class. And then once the class starts, it's going to wait for 30 seconds, and then it will remove the tag. This is for the cancellation purpose. We will talk about that. And then it will wait again for 20 minutes debounce period. This will make sure the student attends class, and then this workflow waits for the instructor to mark the attendance for the appointment complete. And as soon as the setup gets completed or updated, then this workflow ends. So this makes sure there will not be any no-shows, and students and instructors both will get reminders for each and every class. And now let's talk about the cancellation prevention. So you see this AI automation workflow. So what it does is it's going to first check the conditions in the system, whether if there is any class or the appointment is cancelled. If yes, then which class or which calendar, obviously. And then it's going to also check the 24 hours countdown time, because we want to charge them the cancellation fee if they charge within the 24 hours of the window from the class start time. And based on that, it's going to trigger. So once this workflow triggers, so what it does is it sends the invoice copy, and it's going to check again their preferred communication method. Based on that, it will send them the cancellation notice. And here we can also add the follows. If they don't pay the cancellation fee, it will keep reminding them until they pay the cancellation fee. So now let me show you the invoice template. So this is the invoice template for the cancellation fee. So here you can add your school details. Here you can add the customer's details, the invoice number, issue date, and so on. So this is the class cancellation fee within 24 hours, and we're going to charge them the $10. And you can also add the tax here and all the terms and conditions about this particular invoice. So since this is just a preview of the invoice template, so you're not able to see the pay button here, but in the actual invoice, once they get it, they will also have an option to pay directly from the invoice copy. So once they get this, the digital invoice copy. So let me just show you the back end of this invoice template. So this is where you build this template. You add all this information here, and then you also add the invoice copy and a description for this invoice, and you can also add tags, or you can give them the response, all the terms and conditions, and then you can also charge them the late fee if they don't pay the cancellation fee, and also you can include the tipping option is also there. So yeah, this is together all the workflows, the AI automation workflows I showed you, together this builds the intelligence system where you give the onboarding form to your student or the parents. They submit the form, and the system will auto create their contact records in the system, and then we will send the instructor the notification to provide their availability, and once they submit it, it will notify students and parents to book their lessons for the upcoming session. And once they book lessons for the upcoming session, then the system will remind them until they attend the class. That makes sure there will not be any no-shows. If someone cancels it or reschedule it, then it will follow the other path. And we also have an option to implement the cancellation fee or the cancellation prevention system as well. So yeah, so let me know if you have any questions regarding this workflow or any of the workflows we offer for music schools. And if you're satisfied, please feel free to go ahead, purchase a plan for yourself for your school, or if you like a personal walkthrough, feel free to book a demo with me, and I'll be happy to join the call and talk about each and every workflow in detail with you, and see how we can customize this entire system for your school, and obviously reduce the no shows, more lessons, and eventually increase your revenue too. Thank you for your time.